most innocent study group that destroyed my relationship. Some engineering student my boyfriend met in his calculus class started tutoring him twice a week. That's when I knew my gut feeling was right all along. My boyfriend has always struggled with math because he's more of a creative type who avoids anything numbers related like the plague. So when he burst through our apartment door practically glowing, telling me he actually understood derivatives for the first time and was excited about an upcoming exam, I was shocked, but genuinely proud of him. He couldn't stop talking about this brilliant girl in his class who offered to help him study. Apparently she was incredibly patient, organized, and made everything click for him in ways no professor ever had. He even mentioned how she brought homemade cookies to their first study session and stayed 2 hours past closing time at the library just to make sure he got it. And the way he smiled while telling me that part, like she was some kind of math angel who descended from heaven just for him. I tried to be supportive because he was finally passing a class he'd been dreading. She was helping him for free out of pure kindness, so I thought she was just being a good classmate. I should be grateful, right? But then after their second session, he told me she'd sent him 50 practice problems. He thought it was amazing. Most of them were perfectly tailored to his learning style with little encouraging notes in the margins, but buried in there was a 6-page handwritten study guide where she explained her own study methods, her academic goals, and how much her confidence had grown since she started helping other students. I just stared at him. That wasn't tutoring anymore. That was way too personal. I think she might have feelings for you, I told him gently. He laughed it off, said she was just thorough and cared about education. When I pressed a little more, he got defensive, told me I was being insecure, that I always looked for problems where there weren't any. That stung, because suddenly it wasn't even about her anymore. It was about him dismissing my concerns completely. I felt stupid for weeks, sat there wondering if I was being the jealous girlfriend who ruins everything, or if my instincts were actually trying to protect us. I asked him to spend our usual Thursday nights together like we always did, but he said he had to study for his midterm and couldn't miss his tutoring session. I understood. School comes first, and she was really helping his grades. But then one afternoon, he casually mentioned that they'd grabbed coffee after studying and talked for an hour about their future careers. Said it so naturally like it was nothing. That's when I got frustrated. Not just because of the coffee, but because our date nights kept getting canceled while his study dates somehow always happened. I confronted him about priorities and told him this wasn't about jealousy anymore. It was about us. We had a long, exhausting argument, but we worked through it. He promised to be more mindful. I tried to trust him. I even met her at a campus event later, and she was sweet, smart, and genuinely seemed to care about his success. But something still felt off. My confidence in us was shaky at best. Then yesterday happened. He showed me a text from her saying she didn't know how to bring this up, but working with him made her realize what she wanted in a partner. She developed real feelings for him. She knew he was in a relationship and respected that boundary, so she was ending their tutoring arrangement and apologizing for any awkwardness. My whole world crumbled. He looked at me and admitted I'd been right from the beginning. Said he was so sorry, but I didn't scream or cry. I just told him I knew something was wrong. He kept asking what he could do to fix this, but what was there to fix? I told him I needed time alone, not to hurt him back, but because I felt like I couldn't trust my own judgment anymore.